Good morning, class. Today I have a guest speaker for you. She's a two-time Academy Award winner and a Florida State University alumni. Welcome, Ariana Castillo.
Thank you. Hey guys, I'm happy to be here today. As you know, I graduated from Florida State, class of 2024, and it's an honor to be able to come back. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I came to be in the film industry and how I got to where I am today. When I was young, I always bounced around between what I wanted to do as a career. I guess my journey to choosing film starts freshman year of high school. That year I took digital media and I learned Photoshop. I liked the creative aspects of it and kept wanting to learn more. Sophomore year, I took digital media and computer science to try and see if maybe I wanted to do something with computer programming at all. Towards the end of sophomore year, I knew it was time to start thinking about college seriously and decide on what I wanted to do. I had seen a short film on YouTube and it sparked my deep dive into anything film. It was something that I never got tired of learning about, and when I realized that, that's when I knew. From there, it was just a matter of acting on my plans. Junior year, I started as a dual enrollment student at Valencia College, and I made sure to take at least one film class per semester. Later in the year, I found out about NYU pre-college. I applied, and suddenly I was off to New York for 6 weeks by myself. I think that's where it all clicked. I met so many other people that wanted to do the same as me. Being around people that had similar aspirations to mine, it really made me just want to do more in the industry. So come senior year, I decided that film will be it. All the colleges I applied to, I put film as my preferred major, and I was committed to it. Amongst all of this, I continued to take my film classes at Valencia and even got the opportunity to volunteer as a production assistant on a Valencia student short film. Film ultimately won me over because I have always been interested in the world of entertainment and social media, and that's where I always thought I'd end up. Towards the end of my senior year, one of my classes asked me to define my future and what I wanted to be. It gave me resources to use that helped me make my decision and for sure contributed to my overall success. In that class, the professor asked us to make a purpose statement. After a lot of deliberation, I declared my purpose statement. My purpose is to contribute to the entertainment industry with my gifts of adaptability and being futuristic while helping others and making a difference. Now that I had written this down, it was time for me to really process what this meant to me and how I would apply it to my life. I came to understand my purpose by achieving my short-term goals one step at a time and really focusing on where I wanted to be. I chose this as my purpose statement because it applied to my goals and values. My goal was to make an impact in the media world, and I value being able to interact with others and help people as much as I can. With these things in mind, I was off to college. When I got there, I already had my associate in arts degree from Valencia, and because of this, I started my major almost immediately. I chose to get my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Digital Media Production, and I took classes that allowed me to learn about more than just film production. And it fed into my interest of being part of the media and entertainment industry. Throughout my time, I made sure to always speak to my advisors so I was on track and finished on time. I participated in clubs and student-hosted events at FSU especially so that I could build great connections throughout the years. After graduating, I started looking for jobs in the fields. I had always wanted to move to LA, so I applied for an internship at Universal Studios and I got it. I was absolutely elated. It was like a dream come true. From there, I learned more about budgeting films, marketing them, and I took part in some creative aspects, and eventually worked my way into being director of photography in a movie. After being a DP for a while, I decided that I wanted to pursue my dream of directing my own feature film. I spoke to the studio and my colleagues about starting a project, and eventually they were on board. Soon after, I released my first feature film, Hawaii Tragedies. It broke box office records in its first weekend, and I was ecstatic. To this day, completing that project is one of my greatest accomplishments. It will always hold a special place in my heart because it was then that I knew I had made it. From there, I went to work on more movies, and I even got the chance to meet some of my favorite actors from when I was growing up. It was really a dream come true. Amazing things have happened during the past 5 years, and I'm glad I get to share my story with you all. Does anyone have any questions? You, sir.
How are you able to fund your education?
Well, I earned the Florida Bright Futures for Academic Scholars Scholarship, and that covered 100% of my tuition. I ended up paying about $11,000 per year, so I took out other student loans, but I definitely tried to apply to as many scholarships as possible. You.
Another question. How is your transition between high school and college, and then college to your career?
Well, change is always hard, but during those times I kind of stuck through to what my end result would be, and that really got me through those tough transition periods.
Thank you.
I think that's all the time I have for today, but it was wonderful being able to speak to you guys, and I hope that one day you will be up here sharing your stories. Thank you.